Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. LaRusso again from Oyster Bay with my dogs. I love dogs, don't you? Dogs are one of my favorite things. One of the things about being home so much with this pandemic is we have some extra time to do some things. So I started thinking about my grandmother, and she had this great scrapbook. She collected dogs, she raised dogs, and she became a championship show breeder. She would take dogs to dog shows. And to be a championship dog, you had to have purebred dogs. That means only one type in that dog. So as you know, I have 4 dogs. 2 of them are purebreds, one of which is Charlie. As you remember, Charlie's our poodle, so he's only poodle. Our other purebred is in the doorway, you can't really see him, is Archie, our little Dachshund. So he's pure Dachshund. But then we have Carter. Carter's our mutt, so Carter is not a purebred. Carter is half beagle, half bulldog. And then we have Steamer, who is our rescue dog. We think he's pure husky, but he might be a mix of something else. We'll never know. So Carter and Steamer could never be in a dog show because they're not purebred. So to be purebred, you have to be only one type. So I was thinking about my grandmother, and I was so excited to go through scrapbooks because I have extra time. So look at how big this scrapbook is, and I found it in the attic. My grandmother was born in 1898. That's a long time ago, and she had my dad when he was in 1927. So in 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, she went all over the United States raising these dogs, and she won many, many, many prizes. So I just wanted to show you a few pictures. Hopefully they don't blow away. These are my grandparents. And these are just some of the dogs, and you can see how old the scrapbook is. These are just some of the dogs that she won with. And you can see she had mostly poodles, but she really did have other dogs too. And these are some of the prizes that she won. We have cabinets and cabinets filled with statues, ribbons, trophies, all kinds of things that she won. She was just awesome, all over the United States. And we would go with her sometimes as the years went on. So it was really fun. And so today, I'm going to read to you a book that I was so excited because it's like a text-to-self connection from one of my favorite characters, Curious George. Do you know Curious George? He's a character that I love. And I found a book, The Dog Show. Yay! And there's a whole series of books of Curious George that I have. And you know, a series of books is great when you find a character you really like, because then you can have book upon book, all different stories. So this is the first book that we're going to read today, The Dog Show, Curious George. So hopefully you'll like that. And here we go. George was going to a dog show. He had not been to a dog show before, and he was very curious. The dog show was a surprise because the dogs were not doing tricks. They just stood there. They walked, they ran a little, and that was all. George visited the dogs after the show. It was much more fun. George loved them so much that he wanted to take them home. So he did. The dog owners were busy getting ribbons. They did not see George leave with their dogs. Now, of course, you never take a dog without asking the owner, but he did. At home, George wanted to count how many new friends he had. It was hard work. The dogs did not stay in one place. So George had an idea. He put the big dogs in one room, he put the small dogs in another room, and he put the hairy dogs in the bathroom. And then he counted 1, 2, 3 hairy dogs, 1, 2, 3 small dogs, 1, 2, 3 big dogs. The front door opened. It was George's best friend. The man was surprised to see dogs behind every door. There must be 20 of them, he said. But George knew better. There were 3 plus 3 plus 3 dogs. Do you know how many that is? That means there were 9 dogs in all. The doorbell rang. 9 dog owners had come to get their dogs. George waved goodbye 9 times. What a great dog show it had been, right in his own home. And that is the end of the dog show book. I hear my dogs over there are barking. They're just I hope you like that book about Curious George and the dog show. So maybe we'll read some more Curious George books another day. I just wanted to remind you, if you meet dogs, because I love dogs, but whenever I go to a new dog and I see them on the street, I always ask the owner, may I pet your dog? And is he a nice dog? And I wait for the owner to say yes, and I always go quietly up to the dog, not running up to the dog, and always reach under their mouth. Do not go over their head, because if you go over the head, they might think you're going to hit them, because they don't know you yet. So always reach under when you go to pet them, okay? So under, all right, always go under like this, okay? And that way they can sniff you nicely. So that's it, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.